What's going on, everybody? I'm Rob A, and this is Transformers Power of the Primes Deluxe Class Blot. This is, of course, part of the Terracon team, and you can see Blot is, I don't know, he looks pretty cool to me. I like the paintwork already, and he just looks like a fun little Transformer. He's, of course, part of Abominus, which you can see on the side here. And then, of course, at the top of the packaging, you can see a nice image of Blot. Some really nice artwork there up at the top. On the back, we've got some more information, including a little blurb, just saying, how will the foul Terracon foot soldier wield the power of the primes? He's foul, apparently. It shows prime armor used in the various different modes of the figure. And then, of course, these various prime masters attached to it. Tells you that he transforms in 8 steps. And then on the bottom, I'll show off the UPC, so you can find this for yourself in stores. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get this guy out of the package and check him out right now. Alright guys, here we have Terracon Blot. And first thing I want to do is just show off his little hand bit here, just kind of get out of the way. You're all familiar with this probably by now. And it is just a little piece of plastic that turns into a hand with 2 thumbs on either side for versatility. It's got a little cap that you can open to place a Prime Master in there, should you so desire to do so. And of course this little 5mm peg that can plug in anywhere that you would plug a normal weapon. So you got that, and it's fine. There you go. So moving on to Blot himself, we've got this other weapon that he comes with. Pretty nice, actually, blaster. It's got a nice squared off handle here, but it does fit in a 5mm port, as well as a straight up 5mm peg here. So you can plug this in to this weird thing sticking out of the back of his head, which I'm not particularly excited about, but it is there. You can plug that in like that, or plug it in via the longer square peg, should you so desire, and it works either way. You probably can't fit it there. Nah, not really. So yeah, pretty cool. I do like the, they look like little Zoid plugs that he's got going on here. Very nice color scheme overall. Nice red eyes. He does not, unfortunately, open his mouth as far as I can tell. It seems like one solid piece. So that is kind of a bummer. Kind of a big bummer, to be honest. He's got cool claws. I do like that. There is actually paint on them. It's very hard to tell because it's a purple paint that is very, very close in color to the rest of the purple plastic, so it's very hard to tell there. He does have articulation in his beast legs, which is pretty cool. He's got some ratchets here going on, as well as some ratchets in his feet. So you got that going on. And other than that, there's not really a lot of articulation other than the ball-jointed shoulders and ball-jointed elbows. So that's pretty much what you got going on for robot mode. It's nice, it's stocky, it looks like kind of a troll, and I think it definitely works for the character. It just really is a bummer that the mouth doesn't open. Now, transformation on this guy is pretty simple. I do want to point out very quickly, though, he does have nice little peg stands on both this little platform here, this weird thing at the back of his head, and here for Prime Masters to stand on, so that's pretty neat. They can use him as kind of like a walking gun platform, and you can, of course, plug this thing into the back as well, and then have a Prime Master seated back there if you wanted to do such a thing. So you got that going on. Alright, transformation. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to unpeg the legs from the back of the troll body, or whatever you want to call it. Then we're going to swing these beast legs, I guess, around, and there are tiny little pegs here. And you can see a little hole there, and you're just going to plug that in just like that, and then just bring this bit up, and there's even a little slot for this little tab to go into here. Not that it really, there you go. So you got that going on. And do the same thing on the other side. Just tab that in just like that. Then you can split these apart And there you've got the legs done. Next thing you want to do is just go ahead and lift this whole section up, bring it down, and then peg it onto the back of the robot mode, just like that. Flip that bit up if it's falling down. Then you want to bring these shoulders up like this and like this. And then last but not least, just take the claws, the thumb claws I guess, and swing them around to bring out those fists. And there you have Blot in robot mode. And yeah, I mean, he's pretty neat. I do like his robot mode. His face sculpt is a little strange looking to me. But I guess it's appropriately funky looking for the character. I think it's just the silver paint kind of making it look like he's got a bunch of dents in his head, but I think it works for the character, like I said. He does have ball-jointed shoulders that can actually go up on a stalk, which is nice. And no, not down quite, but yeah, they can go up very nicely. He's got ball-jointed elbows. He does have a waist swivel, which is always a plus. He's got ball-jointed hips. He does have a thigh swivel, and he's got some nice 90-degree knee bends there. No knee, ankle articulation, but he does have kind of a cut in his stance so that he does stand slightly with legs slightly apart, which is a plus in my book. I know some folks like to have their robots just stand like this, but I don't. That's not really. I like a little more dynamic posing for me, just to make it a little more lifelike, but you know, your mileage may vary. Of course, he does have the blaster that you can plug into his shoulder and have that going on, or you can always put it in his fist should you so desire. That's pretty much it. You can also kind of take this thing back here and store the weapon if that's what you want to do, but I think it looks a lot better kind of on his shoulder, so that's how I'm gonna rock it. There you go. So there you have Terracon Blot from Transformers Power of the Primes. You can also open this up to reveal his little 5mm port in his chest if you want to add the Prime armor, and I know you do. So there you go, you can add that should you so desire. Otherwise you can just flip it up and cover it with this nice Decepticon tampo. There you go, you got that going on. So yeah, there it is. I'm gonna give this one a 3.5 stars out of 5. I think it's a pretty good figure. It is kind of your standard Combiner Wars, but I do like it a little bit more. It would have been a 4 probably for me, because it does seem like a really fun figure to play with. I like the big chunky forearms with the kind of claws on them, but it does lose points for the lack of mouth articulation in the Beast or Terracon mode. So there you have it, 3.5 total stars. A pretty solid figure. So thank you very much for watching this review, guys. If you enjoyed it and you want to support what I do, please check out my channel, and of course check out my Patreon page. It really does help out. Otherwise, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye for now.